All right, guys, and we are live, fam. Welcome back to another live stream, bro. As I'm literally saying that, my phone goes off again, right? I need to turn off the notifications from my phone, right? But it is a Manchester United tier list, bro, ranking the players, right, who have bowled out or who have been straight doo doo for the 2023-2024 season, right? And for us Man United fans, of course, I need to just turn it off, guys. 1 second, sorry, mate. Breaking phone, man. These notifications, fam. I'm too popular. I'm too popular. But anyway, right. Yeah, it's not been an easy season for us Manchester United fans. Like we've received a lot of stick today this season, bro. We have, dude. But anyway, like the FA Cup trophy just smoothens like the absolute beatings that we've been getting. It just makes things a little bit better for us, right? But guys, here is the tier list for you right now. So of course it has got five tiers all the way from bowled out. So the best one for me, so the best tier, right, is bowled out. Second tier is good season. Third tier, right, is decent season. Fourth tier is awful season. Then the final tier, bro, is straight doo doo. I'm gonna lie, maybe there's gonna be about 2 or 3 players that gets into the bowled out category, right? But anyway, let's just start it, bro. Let's just start it off. So the first guy that we're doing, right, is man like Luke Shaw. So Luke Shaw this season, once again, just been hit with injuries, very injury prone. For me, I always say about this with Luke Shaw is like, yes, like he does let us down, but he doesn't mean it because of it's his body that lets him down, and then in turn that just lets the Manchester United team down because we need him as a left back. You can see that throughout this entire season, bro. We've actually like missed his presence, making those underlaps and overlaps on the left side of the pitch, right? And once again, like I think he brings so much balance to our defense, bro. Like he genuinely does, right? But even when fit to England's best left back, in my opinion. Where do I put him for this tier list, bro? He's not played a lot, man. Like he can't have it. He's not for me. He's not had a decent season. He's not really featured a lot. You know what, right? I'm gonna say awful season just due to injuries. It's not his fault. You get what I mean? It's generally not his fault, right? Bruno Fernandez. Bruno Fernandez for me, like at the start of the season, right? And up until maybe like a month and a half ago, up until maybe the Liverpool game where he scored from a halfway line. I think that has been pretty awful. I do like I've had so many debates about this guy with my work colleagues saying that Bruno Fernandez for me should be one of should be one of the players that's actually sold because I don't think it's good enough. Like I think the thing is right with Bruno is in that midfield, right, when you've got when he's playing with Kobe Mainoo and Scott McTominay, he's running everywhere around the pitch, right, trying to attack, trying to defend, right, and it compromises his position a lot because for me, Bruno is better when he's further up, not playing further deeper, bro. That's just my opinion, right? But once again, you can see that he's important to the Man United team, right? When Bruno's on point, bro, he's so important to our team, right? But the grading for him this season, fam, yeah, because again, he's just been actually balling out the latter half. Because again, like it's not been good enough for the standards of Bruno, in my opinion, dude. It genuinely hasn't been good enough, bro. So I'm gonna go decent season, guys. I genuinely am gonna go decent season. I don't think he's had a good season in my opinion, because again, like Bruno could be doing so much better. He genuinely could be, even though he has got some absolute bangers this season, right? Like for me, like the numbers that he was putting out in the 1920 season, 2021 season, bro, is crazy, fam. And for me, those for me, I think that Bruno would agree with me with the standards as well for the season. Yeah, he actually put out like the day before the FA Cup final game, right, versus Manchester City. I actually put out like a little like an interview with the Players Tribune saying for the Manchester United fans, I really care about this team. This season has not been good enough, but I really love you guys. Apparently, Bayern Munich and Barcelona are in for him for the summer, so let's see what's going to happen with Bruno Fernandes. But for me, once again, decent season. Right, Anthony Martial. Straight doo doo. The guy was my favorite player at Man United, bro. I just have to say this, bro. He was my favorite player at Manchester United, but once again, just due to the injuries and for me, right, like people will always say, oh, he doesn't like running a lot. He's a lazy player, but I'm just saying that it's his demeanor. Like it's his just like straight face, like emotionless demeanor, bro. He makes it look like he's actually not bothered, but he is bothered, bro. I've got friends like this who've got like a straight face, right? And he kind of looks like they're non-existent. It kind of looks like they don't care. Kind of looks like they're nonchalant, right? But they actually care a lot. For me, like people always have a go at Martial's work rate on the field. For me, I think that it is kind of underrated, guys. But my gripe with him, right, is just the injuries. It's just how injury prone he is. Like he's so important to the Manchester United attack, in my opinion. Like whenever he's fit, because he actually holds up the ball, keeps the ball up very very well, technically sound, an absolute baller, right? But once again, man, it's just the injuries, dude, and him not featuring a lot for us. I think his last goal for us was the Alejandro Bicycle kick, the Alejandro Bicycle kick at the Everton game when he chipped Jordan Pickford. I think that's his last ever Manchester United goal for us. Of course, he's leaving us right this summer on a free. So for me, yeah, he has to go in the straight doo-doo category, fam. That's where we have to put him, bro. It was straight doo-doo, bro. Straight doo-doo. Right. Sofian Amrabat. Sofian Amrabat. The last few games he's been balling out. He played well against Manchester City. He also played well as well at Old Trafford. I think it was against Newcastle, wasn't it? Was it the Newcastle game actually where he actually played really well? But aside from that, has not had many of an opportunity to prove himself because Ten Hag brought him to Manchester United, but he's decided not to play him a whole lot of times. The only times that he's actually features for Manchester United, sometimes it's just him playing left back. He played left back in his debut game against Burnley, bro. So for me, once again, I'm going to say decent season. I'm not going to say he's been awful. He's not been awful, bro. You know what I mean? He's a bit more mobile than Casemiro. I think that Ten Hag should have given him more opportunities to actually play. That's just my choice. Marcus Rashford, bro. Awful season. Awful season, bro. It just has to be said again. It's not been his business. This for me, right? I think it's been Marcus Rashford's worst season in a Manchester United shirt. Either that or the 21-22 season, bro. He has been absolutely bad this season, fam. Like I've seen him. I've seen Manchester United play multiple times this season, right? Like in real life, yeah. And it's just for me like the main thing that stuck out for me with Marcus Rashford is the work rate, just literally the jogging, just the jogging about, the body language on the pitch, him just looking disinterested, bro. Yeah, he's maybe thinking about something else. Maybe he's on like a marshmallow on a cloud or something like that, bro. He's floating there, bro. Like it looks like he's daydreaming, like in my opinion, guys. I'm gonna lie, it's just the straight up truth. And sometimes, right, like the decision making on the pitch, right, has been frustrating for me because there's points, right, where he's on the left wing side and he's got an opportunity to actually pass to Rasmus Højlund or to even square the ball in, but he decides to cut in and shoot or even try to take a shot with his left foot. It's happened multiple times this season. Again, just him coming out with the Players Tribune interview saying, if you guys don't back me, then you stay on that side, and then he comes out and pulls out a 1 out of 10 performance, bro. Like it's just always these things with Marcus Rashford, fam. Like I said this last season, right? Like me and Valentin, I remember this conversation very clearly. Me and Valentin had it. We said that like Marcus Rashford last season absolutely cooked with the top 10 best players in the Premier League, right? Last season, right? And for me, the thing what I was worried about is him being consistent and keeping it up. That was literally one thing what worried me, because season in, season out, right, with Marcus Rashford, he has a good season and then he drops down. He has a good season and then he drops down. There's a good season and then it drops down. That's the story with him, fam. I just want that consistency from him. It's looking like he is going to stay at Manchester United. I did want him to get sold to PSG because Kylian Mbappe right now has left PSG. PSG are looking for a winger. Maybe Marcus Rashford is that target. I think that he should actually be moving on, in my opinion, but it's looking like he is staying. And if he is staying, then next season the guy needs to perform, bro. guy needs to perform. I'm not saying this right just because I'm slating Marcus Rashford and stuff like that, bro. The guys, I mean, he literally came from the United setup, bro. United fans love him. He's a Manchester lad. Like, we just want him to do well. We want him to win the Premier Leagues, the Champions Leagues, just like how Phil Foden is winning things right now with Man City. We want him right to play for England, bro. Like, be the starting left winger for England, like a Manchester United, like representing Manchester United, right? Within that England team, bro. We want him to win the Euros, but we want him to win World Cups. This is why, like, we give this sort of criticism. This is why, right, we give this sort of criticism, right? Because again, like, the chain reaction for this is this horrible season is had. Gareth Southgate's not picked him for the Euros, bro. It is what it is. That's it's literally just the plain hard truth, bro. I don't know for season. Right, Mason Mount, straight doo-doo, bro. How the money that we spent, right, on Messi, yes, he scored against Brentford last minute, but we didn't win that game because the defense fell asleep, right? Like, the money that we spent on Mason Mount, right, that money could have gone to, like, trying to get Harry Kane in. You know what I mean? Trying to get, like, another centre back or another left back in, bro. We didn't need Mason Mount, bro. We didn't need Mason Mount. And on top of that, we're giving the number 7 shirt. And the guy's barely featured this season, bro. Always injured, dude. You get what I mean? He's played at least, like, what, 6 games for us this season, dude? Like, what do we need Mason Mount for? It was such a pointless, needless signing, like, in my opinion, dude. That's just me, guys. That is just me. So, again, yeah, straight dude, fam. Right. Victor Lindelof, awful season. Hardly ever featured. Again, just injuries to the injuries and our defense like this season, bro. The amount of times, like, all our defenders have been injured is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, bro. And for me, like, I can't even remember anything good that Victor Lindelof did this season, dude. I generally can't. I can remember last season where he scored the winning penalty against Brighton in the FA Cup. But anything else aside from that, I just don't remember anything, bro. I genuinely don't. Maybe the goal against Luton. Was he the one that scored against Luton this season to make it 1-0? We'll beat Luton 1-0 at home. I think that's it. I think that's generally it. But we'll move on, fam. Who is this? Scott McTominay. I'll give him good season. I'll give him good season. One of our top goal scorers this season. He's coming clutch for us multiple times. The header against Aston Villa, the goals against Chelsea, the goals against Brentford, especially that last minute winner versus Brentford. I think the Nottingham Forest game was last season, but yeah. So yeah, for me, Scott McTominay has been very, very important for us this season, just in terms of goals, in terms of like midfield status and like highest playing in midfield, fam, non-existent. He is like the Houdini, bro. The illusionist. The guy vanishes in midfield, bro. When he's playing, fam. The guy, like, he literally just disappears and then he pops up, scores the goals, and then disappears again. That's been the whole story, right? Of Scott McTominay is like literally like this season. That's been the story, right? Of Scott McTominay's season, bro. Guy plays, hides in midfield, scores a goal, goes back to hiding, scores a goal, goes back to hiding, bro. That's literally it. Scott McTominay down to a T. Yeah, it was a kind of a blessing in disguise that we didn't sell Scott McTominay last season to West Ham, because without his goals, I don't know where we would actually be this season in the Premier League. We might be like 13th or 12th place without Scott McTominay, you know, because he's got some very important goals for us, guys. So for me, I think he's had a good season. Onana. Ooh, Onana. Onana. Thomas Onana. It might as well be Thomas Onana. Andre Onana. Right. I want, honestly, if I was like said Dave Brailsford, Omer Barada, Will Cox, I'll be trying to get Onana sold this season, to be fair with you guys. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it's just me. It's just I think I'm the only guy saying this in the entire Manchester United fan base, bro. Just because the sheer calamity, right, that this guy, the sheer dog crap that this guy gave us in the Champions League, dude. Oh my lord, bro. I've not seen like goalkeeping that bad since like a Massimo Taibi, bro, and that's been ages, dude. That has been ages, bro. We've had Victor Valdez come in, do better on in my opinion, and he barely played for us. You know what I mean? Sergio Romero was here. What an absolute beast of a second goalkeeper he was, right? Like we've had what's that name? Is it Anders Lindegaard? I think it was like Anders Lindegaard or something like that, bro. Like we've had some apps, like we've had some bad, decent goalkeepers. Like for me, Onana is not a good goalkeeper. Like his fundamentals are so off. Yes, he saved us a lot, and he's actually like in the Premier League, he's the goalkeeper that's made the most saves this season. I'm pretty sure I've seen that stat. So I think it was from the Premier League website, guys. It's the stat from the Premier League website, right? Like he's the goalkeeper that's made the most amount of saves, bro, in the Premier League, dude. But still, like just some of the goals it's conceded, dude. It's even the Jeremy Doku goal, bro. Like we're literally winning 2-0, right? And then up until like the 80th minute, this guy lets in an absolutely ridiculous goal after he's been having like an 8 out of 10 performance, in my opinion. So many good saves, bro, like during that game, and then he just does that absolute madness, dude. Like people say, like, but De Gea made mistakes, this and that. No, bro. Like De Gea did make mistakes. Don't get me wrong. Like De Gea was terrible at making mistakes, but it wasn't like occurring like Onana's. Like Onana's mistake is like once every 3 weeks or something like that, bro. Like De Gea was like once every 3 months. You get what I mean? Like with Onana, like even like the goals against Brighton, I think he should have saved. Looking back at it, because I was actually defending him against Valentino and my friend Sule. I was actually defending him. I look back at it, I was like, yeah, he actually could have saved that. The one against Bournemouth, the Solanke goal from outside the box, I think he should have saved that. Just so many, bro. The mistakes against Hakim Ziyech in the Champions League, I think it was like Mathis Tel in the Bayern Munich game, dude. Just so many mistakes, bro. For me, aside from all that, I don't think he's been awful. But again, is that a decent season? But I don't think he's a Man United number one goalkeeper. The quicker we sort this thing out with Onana, the better, bro. Like he's had his opportunity, in my opinion. People say, oh, he's just been there for 1 year, Preston. Nah, fam, I've seen enough. I've seen enough stuff, bro. My dad said oh, there's no goalkeeper there, bro. Yeah, there's no goalkeeper there, fam. Tom Heaton, what can I say? He's not done anything. He's hardly ever featured. You get what I mean? So for me, it's not been awful because I've not seen anything from him this season. It's not been straight doo-doo because he's hardly played. So I'm just gonna give him decent season, guys, just because he's just been there. You get what I mean? Right. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, bro. The best defensive fullback in the world, in my opinion. Once again, one-on-one, like what if it's coming up against like a real like a skillful player, like a player who likes taking on defenders one-on-one, Mitoma, Doku, Saint Maximin, Anthony Gordon. The guy's got them all on lockdown, dude. He's got them all on lockdown, right? But for me, the only one thing, right, that lets down Aaron Wan-Bissaka is he doesn't switch on. He's not switched on, especially like for defensive stuff, like watching the man running behind him or even in front of him, going with his man, the offside like line when the people have to push up. He's always the one like what's the call now? Laboring, just literally just jogging back, bro. Like not paying attention, playing other people on side, aka for example the Brentford goal. The Brentford goal, bro. So for me, like that's why my down points with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Has he had an awful season? He's played left back, he's played right back the majority of the season because Luke Shaw's not been fit. Tyrone Malacia is... Who's Tyrone Malacia? Honestly, who is Tyrone Malacia, bro? Is it some rapper or is it like some fashion model guy, bro? I don't he will get to him in a second, but right. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, decent season. It's not a good season. I don't think it's been awful this season, in my opinion. Right. Diogo Dalot, I'd say is balled out. I'd say 100%. He's one player of the year for Man United. Well deserved. Like he's actually cracked on with everything that has been given to him. If they wanted him to play right back, he's played right back. If they wanted him to play left back, he's played left back. Because again, like out of all like the shower of SHRT that the Manchester United players have given us this season, right? Like Dalot is the one that's been the most polished. You know what I mean? Like the more the most polished. Like a few of the most polished ones. I will get to a few others later on, but like yeah, he's been polished, bro. I think it's been very important to us this season, dude. Once again, like being inverted, you can see like the way that other players are talking about him, saying that he's the hardest working trainer. No, he's the hardest working player in training, right? Yeah, shout out to man like Dalot, bro. Shout out to man like Dalot. If I forgot, there was one chance we were getting counter. I forgot who this was. This is a few months ago now. We were getting counter attacked by one team, bro. I think it was against West Ham, and he was Dallo by himself, and he had to run back and sprint back and trap back and slide tackle, bro, and actually got the blocking. I actually love that from him. So shout out to man like Diogo Dallo. Right, Lisandro Martinez. I'm gonna say decent season. I'm gonna give him a decent season, guys. Yes, he's not featured a lot, and he's been injured a lot as well. This season, he just missed like a majority of games like due to injury. But ever since, like every time he's come back and played for us, bro, he's always been decent. He's never been awful for us this season, bro. All the games Alessandro Martinez for us, he's played for us, bro. He's always bowled out. Even the FA Cup final, the guy was insane, dude. Absolutely insane. And I don't know if people agree with me on this, right? But for me, because we're looking for a central defensive midfielder to replace Casemiro, because right, it's a report that Al Nasser are in for Casemiro right now. They're willing to offer like 80 million euros, 100 million euros between that price tag. I'll say to United, take the money. Take the money, bro. I'll genuinely take the money. That's a return of investment for Casemiro, because we paid about 60 million odd for him, bro. And there's nobody else that's going to pay roughly around that amount of money for Casemiro, bro. So if I were United, I'll genuinely take the money, right? But we're looking for a CDM, and I know people will know what I'm going to try to get at right now. I think that Lisandro Martinez should be pushed into CDM. In my opinion, I think that'd be an absolutely brilliant central defensive midfielder for us, because the way that this guy, right, is on the ball is so comfortable, right, and like the passes that he puts through, right, into the midfield, into our wingers, into the strikers, bro, is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Again, can read play, put out the fires before they even began. For me, I'd say push him up into CDM spot, bro. I genuinely do think that. I say have a midfield of Martinez, Meno, and Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, that'll give me a little bit more leeway, right, to actually play a little bit more forward rather than him running around like a headless chicken trying to defend and attack at the same time. Because you can see what Bruno Fernandes can do, right, in the FA Cup final, when he's actually given like a comfortability to actually push up forward, because he had Sofiane Amrabat and Kobbie Mainoo backing him up. We should try at least convince Everton to bring down the price, right, for Jarrad Branthwaite, because I'm a big fan of Jarrad Branthwaite. I do like his playing style, and we should bring in Todibo as well from Nice. We do have links with Nice right now due to Sir Jim Ratcliffe, right? So for me, that's why I'm saying that like we should push Martinez again in CDM. He will give so much protection for Bruno. Once again, bringing two centre backs, young, good centre backs in, again, Todibo and Jarrad Branthwaite. I don't know. What do you Man United fans think, bro? What do you guys think, fam? Please comment down below if you think I'm deluded, or if you think I'm onto something, bro. You know what? Hold on. Let me cook, bro. Let me cook. So please comment down below about that. But anyway, let's move on, right? We are going to move on to who is this guy, bro? Who's this guy, fam? Who is this guy, dude? Who is this dude right there, bro, in the old Man United kit? Is that Tyrone Malacia? Huh? Tyrone Malacia, fam. Yo, bro, where's this guy been, dude? Like, honestly, bro, like Tyrone Malacia, where has he been? Where on earth is Tyrone, bro? Like, I even forget that this guy plays for us, bro. I even forget that we have a player that wears number 12 for us, bro. What's happened to Tyrone? Because he did have an ACL injury tear, right? But he's just been non-existent, even like on pictures, just nothing, bro. The only time that he's popped up is just in the FA Cup final for him just to receive the medal, bro. That's literally it, dude. Honestly, bro, like Tyrone Malacia has been he's still still pictured in the old kit in this thing here, bro. Everybody's got the brand new kit. He's still pictured in the old kit, fam. That's what it is, bro. I'm gonna say all 4 seasons. He's just been non-existent. Just literally, who knows? Again, it could be personal, family issues. Who knows, bro? Who genuinely knows, fam? So for me, like, I'm just gonna say awful season. I'm gonna say straight doo because the guy never played, in my opinion. Right. Johnny Evans. You know what? Good season. Good season, bro. Good season, fam. And And the thing is with me, right, guys, like I actually was an advocate for this Johnny Evans signing, to be fair with you, at the start. And then the whole Arsenal getting happened thing, I was like, why? Like, I was so mad about it. I was like, well, we're bringing Johnny Evans on. But I wanted this. I genuinely want this because we need more experience, like in that team. We need people. We need players who know what Manchester United are, right? Like down to the core, bro. Like people who actually bring in the ethos, right, of seriousness, winning, fam. You know what I mean? Like people who were there in that era where there was actual leaders and men, like who were there when, like, we had the Nevilles, Vidiches, the Ferdinands, the Ryan Giggs, the Roy Keanes, bro. We need somebody who was there to say like this is what is meant to be done. You should not be doing that right now because when we lose to Man City, right, and then we like in 2018, and then you have guys coming back and start doing the doggy and start dancing and stuff like that, bro. We're not taking things seriously, fam. I was like, we are missing experienced players, bro, experienced leaders in this team. Man like Johnny Evans stepped in, fam. Number 35, the same numbers this season, his age, bro. And he's played well for us. He actually has played well for us, bro. The Liverpool performance at Anfield, I think it was him and Varane where they played together, bro. Crazy. The assist for Bruno Fernandes, the goal against what's their face now? Burnley, bro. Madness. He's actually played well for us this season. I'm gonna lie, bro. Like he's been really impressive for us, but because once again we've been hit so much right by injury problems in that defensive spot. He's had to play more than he was told he was going to play because for me, like I was thinking Johnny Evans might play a list of like 4 games this season, but he's actually played way more than that and he's actually held his own, fam. So shout out to man like Johnny Evans. Ote India again. He never like. He's only played like 1 or 2 times for us. You get what I mean? He played against, was it like Newport in the FA Cup? And I think that's generally it because Onana, right? He didn't want to give up his spot because he knew that like his spot was in danger because of the absolutely like blunders he was putting out, and he even like not postponed, like pushed back his playing time for Cameroon in the Africa Cup of Nations because they actually like the team was actually meant to meet up before the games were even started. Onana decided not to meet up with the Cameroon squad because the guy didn't want to lose his Manchester United like a goalkeeping spot. Decided to play right a day before Cameroon played their first game, bro. The guy actually flew out the day later, bro. Goalkeeping is so unserious. So he should have just went. He should have just went, bro, and just outed by India. I knew about him when he was at Fenerbahce because I got a lot of Fenerbahce subscribers, Turkish subscribers. Shout out to you guys, by the way. You guys are absolutely crazy, fam. I love you guys, bro. You guys are funny, bro. But anyway, I knew about him. So for me, I was like, okay, Otebendia is coming in as a second choice goalkeeper for us. You know what? It's going to be pretty decent. But once again, he's not played a lot. But when he played for us against Newport, again, I think we did concede goals in that game, right? But it's just that one game. You get what I mean? Like, I have to just give him decent season. I just have to give him decent season from because he's hardly featured for us, bro. Right, Anthony Santos, straight doo doo. Oh my god, straight doo doo, bro. What a waste of money, dude. 80 million pounds, right? 100 million euros, bro. Smackaroonies, fam. We paid for this guy, dude. Wow. Oh my god, bro. Is he the worst signing that we've had? Honestly, guys, like is because I was a bro. I wanted Anthony in a Manchester United, bro. I was like 40 mil, 40 mil, 40 mil, 40 mil for Anthony. He's even worth 40 mil, right? But the things that he was doing at Ajax, dude, I was like, this guy is like he looks like a next world class level player, bro. He looks like an Iron Robin, like kind of like Regen mixed in with like Neymar because he was very skillful, cuts in, shoot, like of course you see it right now, lacks a cut in, curlers, bangers, bro, just hella skills, dude. That's like he's like a mixture of like a Robin and a Neymar put together, right? Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong, fam. Like, or is it just us? Is it just Man United? Are we the baddies? Are we the baddies, bro? Like, are we a talent graveyard that's performing for like the team before they joined Manchester United? They was balling out. Look at Sancho right now, right? Like he's playing well for Borussia Dortmund, dude. And do we just he goes United, bro? Straight up trash, bro. Straight doo doo. Is it us? Are we the baddies, bro? Do we kill talent, fam? do we kill talent, bro? But sometimes, right, like with Anthony, dude, it's just hella for those one game. What game was it, dude? It cost us. It cost us in one game. I think it was was it the Man City one? Was it the Man? No, there was one game, guys, right, where he tried something really stupid and he gave a goal away. I forgot what it was. I forgot the game, but it was just so needless, bro. What I think it was a Wolverhampton game. I think it was a Wolverhampton game where he tried to do something, tried to go through past two players. They lost the he lost the ball, right. Wolverhampton went up and Pedro Neto got the penalty for it. I'm proper digging deep here, right, with my memory, but I'm pretty sure it was that game. And I'm just like, this guy, bro, like he was lucky that coming in who scored the goal at the end of to actually win the game for us. But he's just not good, dude. He's just again another guy, bro. We should take our losses on these guys and just get rid of them, bro. I just hope that we're actually bringing a proper structure for us to actually sign correct players for us, but at the correct amount, bro. Because this right here, dude. Oh my god, dude. Anyway, let's just move on. Alejandro Garnacho, you know what, right? Even though sometimes I'm not his biggest fan, I ain't gonna lie, dude. Sometimes, like, yeah, I think that the hype he gets sometimes for me is a little bit too much. But I say that is balled out this season, dude. Like a young kid, man, 19 years old, still got so much more to improve. For me, I think he just needs to improve more on like his physicality and shooting, and then I think he could be a really good player. Sometimes the decision making too, right? But this season for me, like, what's his season? Because last season, right, was like his kind of little breakthrough season, coming in sometimes like from the bench, scoring the last minute winners against Fulham, right? This season for me is actually like proving that like 9 years old, like I am young, but I'm old enough to I like that phrase, like if you're if you're old enough, you're good enough, like young enough, good enough is something along those lines, right? Like that literally typifies Alexandro Garnacho and Alejandro Garnacho, in my opinion, especially the bicycle kick goal, bro. I lost my voice, dude, like screaming. I lost my voice for 4 days screaming at that goal, man. Like goal of the season, bro. Like it's actually one goal of the season in the Premier League. The goal against Manchester City, dude, like literally an FA Cup final, coming in with such an important goal like that. You get what I mean? And yes, he's received a lot of stick from Manchester United fans, but if you play for Man United, bro, here's what Rank says. If you have to hold corn, bro, you do, bro. You do, fam. You have to, yeah, you get the criticism no matter what age it is, just because you play for the biggest team in England, right? But all that pressure that he's been given with, right? Like even playing out of position this season, playing predominantly right on the right wing, seems like we've needed a right winger over this time, right? Like he's played well for us, bro. So I have to give him bowled out. Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo. I'm gonna say good season. I'm gonna say good season, guys. Like of all the times, right, that he's played, I think aside from maybe one game, I've been really impressed with him, dude. He's so good for us, man. Like he's genuinely, I think that he should be starting more games next season. Like it's such a disgrace that Ten Hag for me is actually been picking Anthony in front of Amad Diallo, bro. The quality and difference, the quality, bro, is so big. It's crazy, dude. Like the decisions, right, that Ahmad makes, bro, it's so much better than Anthony. I think he's much more cleaner on the ball as well, especially sometimes, right? There was a game I keep forgetting these games, bro, because it's just literally all scrambled all into one right now, right? There was a game, yeah, where he was on the right side, went into the middle, called for the ball like in these little pockets of space that I like, got it, received it, released it, bro. Just moving on, like just joining the attack on, bro. I like that because on the right side he was literally doing nothing. He was just there, just standing about. So he just like, you know what, let me just be a little bit more involved into the game, pull a little bit more strings. Scored for me like the final goal, right, in the best game of the season for me, in my opinion. The 4-3 win versus Liverpool in the FA Cup. Scored against, I think it was against Newcastle as well, on like a half volley, dude. Like he's been actually being balling out, and a lot of people right now, even like on the Twitter spaces, they are realizing, or social media spaces like Instagram and Twitter, they are realizing that like Ten Hag was an actual criminal for not playing Amad Diallo, bro. They need to they, jail time, fam. Jail time for not for not playing him, right? But for me, like, yeah, I really like this kid. I do like this kid, bro. Like, I think that he can play right wing. I think that he can play left wing. I think that he can even play central attacking midfield too. He should not be going anywhere. He should not be going anywhere. He should be given more opportunities, in my opinion. So that's just my little 2 cents on man like Amad Diallo. Right, Rasmus Højlund. I want to say good season. 16 goals in his debut season for Manchester United. Again, like at 20 years old, coming in, and there's been no striker the entire season. Anthony Martial's body has let him down, fam. You've got his partners, they're out there in the French motorway chasing each other, bro, in cars, thinking it's fast and furious, dude. So Rasmus Højlund, dude, like he's for me, like the attributes that I like in Rasmus Højlund, bro, like the pace, dude, the strength as well, like the determination that it has. I like that from strikers, fam, because strikers like this give defenders hard times. Hard times, bro. Like you think that you like a defender safe and they can take a little touch and have a little bit of a breather. Nope, straight in, fam. That's what I like about Rasmus Højlund. The only downside, right? It's not even his fault. It's not even his fault. It's the other guys that are around him, like Garnacho, like Rashford. They need to cross into him more, bro. He's one of the few like strikers, right, that has like the fewest passes made to him, like in the opposition's box. He's one of the few strikers, right? Like he's like literally like bottom 3, right, for like a passes received, bro. Like he's not getting enough service, bro, because the majority of the time he's doing a graveyard shift, because these are the guys on the right and left side think that they're the main strikers, but they're not the main strikers. The main striker, right, is out on the middle level, Rasmus Højlund, who plays striker position. They should be the ones trying to assist him, dude. But you've got them pulling off mad shots, bro, at different times, making the wrong decision making, fam. When he went on that little hot streak, right, where he went on like a purple patch, just scoring goals, bangers, like against Tottenham, like take on his left slap, bro. The what was they called, the jumbo dim goal against Wolverhampton, where like he runs it into the front post, he somehow gets the fluke on, you see the ball just trickling, then the camera's like, ah! You see the goal, right? I think it was against West Ham. Fakes it on his left, takes it to his right, slaps the ball in right corner. Like he did the goals against Luton as well. There was one where I think it was a defender trying to play across, intercepts the ball, runs straight through, chips it, fam. And people don't play to his strengths as well. I've realized this a lot with Man United players. Like if I was Ten Hag, I'll be like saying, come here, Bruno, Ericsson, Kobe, fam, McTominay, Rashford, Garnacho, sit down and look how quick he is, right? If Rasmus Højlund, right, can get it, if you got a chance, right, to put in Rasmus Højlund, right, through the back line, play him in. I've seen it multiple times where they've actually had opportunities to play him in, but they just don't do it. Look at the counter-attack goal, right, when Sanchez, the former Tottenham player who was playing for Galatasaray, in the Champions League, right? Look, when he made that blunder, Rasmus Højlund took the ball, gone. There's no catching him, dude. There's no catching him. Even the one when he came on against friggin' Manchester City in the FA Cup final like 2 weeks ago, right? And I think it was like a one-on-one sprint. I think it was like him and it was either Ruben Diaz or Julian Alvarez, bro. He left him for dead, dude. People need to play on this or on that strength of Rasmus Højlund, bro. His speed is such a problem if people can actually like utilize that in that Manchester United team. And for me, right, what I started liking from Rasmus Højlund is the whole thing, right? Is because he done it like in 2 weeks straight, where because he's predominantly left-footed, but he's been scoring goals with this right leg. So he's been faking it, right? Step over, taking to the right, slapping it. The goal against Brighton, I think it was against either like Newcastle. I think it was the Newcastle game, right? Like for me, I think that he needs to utilize that more a little bit more, because that's another thing added to his arsenal, right? Who is this? Kobe Boateng Maino, bro. bowled out, fam. I was hearing Man United fans, right, in the summer, who there was Stephen Alson was saying Kobe Mainoo was brilliant player. He's such a good player, man. Brilliant player. Can't wait till he plays. Kobe Mainoo, this and that, right? I seen him. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm impressed, right? But we'll see what he's made of. All these kind of things. I put him in my top 5 Wonder Kids to watch shorts, right, guys, for like the YouTube thing. If you go back through my channel, you see I've included so many players right now that have actually bowled out, bro. So shout out to me, fam. I am the oracle. But anyway, right, like he gets injured, right? So Kobe Mainoo gets injured at the start of the season, and he was out for a few months, right? And then you see him starting to make like little returns, as little clips being posted of him with him playing for the under 21 team, just trying to get his match fitness up, just absolutely just running the show, bro, against some like champions, knows like some League Two side, things against like Salford or something like that, or maybe they were playing at the Salford Stadium, right? And I was like, this okay, all right, then let's see. Everton game starts off right. Garnacho scores the bicycle kick, and of course, like whenever we go ahead this season, right, we somehow switch off, and the other opposition team, they start getting on top of us. They start creating more chances, taking shots, just peppering our goal, right. And Kobe Mainoo here, bro, under pressure, just easy. It's like I'm like this kid's been playing like he's been here for like the last 18 years. Like he's got like 18 years experience, like playing at a high level, bro. Like what is going on here? Goal line clearance versus Everton. I'm like, okay, then that was a good game from him. That was a good game from him. And then it keeps on continuing. Was on the bench against Newcastle, came on, had a decent game. I was like, okay, St. James's Park. The fans there are pretty crazy, very, very loud, huge. There's a huge atmosphere there, right? I was like, he's actually held his own. Galatasaray game, that happened, right? So the Galatasaray game, of course, the whole man was away at the Galatasaray game in Turkey in the Champions League. That whole thing happens, right? And he comes on, right? Makes a slide tackle. Somebody tries to come and tackle him. He slobs the ball over. I was like, that was nice. And then makes a good pass as well. I was like, okay, this kid's a baller, bro. He's actually cooking right now. Anfield's his biggest test. Comes in, best midfielder, dude. Like I was expecting us to get battered in that Anfield game like a few months ago away, right? And I'm just like, you know what, right? Kobe Mainoo kid's actually fucking sick, dude. Like he's really good. It's scary how good this kid is, right? He just keeps on going like this Wolverhampton goal, last minute winner, dude. Just nutmegs a guy, shows the other guy off, bottom corner slot. I'm just like, yeah, absolute baller, right? And people might try to cook me and come at me for this, right? But I think that in midfield, right? Honestly, I think that Kobe Mainoo is much more polished than Jude Bellingham in midfield. I genuinely do think like after watching Jude Bellingham, right? Like full on now this season, right? Like, yeah, Jude Bellingham, belly goal, 100% mentality, crazy player, unbelievable player, dude. Unbelievable player for him to come to the Real Madrid team like that, 20 years old, and absolutely just ball out and win the Champions League, La Liga, play and the player of the year, right? In that Real Madrid team is insane, dude. I'm not saying he's a bum, and I'm not saying he's dead and stuff like that, but I think that just on the ball, I think that Kobe Mainoo was a little bit more polished than him. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, and it's just because maybe it's coming from a United fan, but we might have to see like what happens like in the future. Maybe time will tell this at the end, bro. Hindsight will tell this like in the next 4 years, bro. But I do think that he is actually a little bit more polished. Honestly, I do think that. I do from the things what I've seen from Kobe Mainoo, bro. Like the passes that he's been pulling in, like the first touches, the skills, it's ridiculous, dude. It's crazy what this guy does, and like to how calm and cool he is, bro. Like he's never panicking. He's always cool, fam. Kobe Mainoo for me is he is that kid, bro. He should be starting for England in the Euros, right? Casemiro, awful season. Awful season for his standards. Awful season for Casemiro's standards, bro. I thought that Casemiro, right, was the best, was literally like top 10 midfielders in the world last season. Like Casemiro last season was insane, man. World Casemiro, Bossemiro, bro. Like the amount of like clutch goals he got for us last season, the amount of like goal-saving tackles he put out for us as well last season, dude. Insane, bro. Insane. And then we get this guy this season, dude. This is not Casemiro, bro. This is not Casemiro, fam. For me, for Casemiro, once again, like 5-time Champions League winner, right? Like for his standards, it's awful. It's awful, dude. It's been awful. It kind of looks like he's running in slow motion. I call him cinder block legs. I do, bro, because it's just been so slow. Maybe even the penalty, I think who was the penalty against? Was it against Coventry? The penalty, bro, like just so nonchalant. Like what was he thinking? What was he thinking, bro? Like it's mad. Yes, in the goal that Arsenal scored as well, right? Like him just playing everybody on side, just not switching on, dude. Like this is not Casemiro, bro. Like for me, like I love Casemiro as well, like, but it's not been good enough this season, bro. Absolutely awful. And again, like I love the guy. Thank you so much for the 2 years that you've given us, but I think that if Al Nassr are in for him 80 million odd, 100 million odd, 100% selling, 100% selling, bro. And it's a shame because I was actually voting for Casemiro to stay and actually just have like experience for the younger guys. Like if somebody try like as a leader, you know, like in the changing room, right? But right now, nah, dude, nah, bro, nah. Right, Christian Eriksen. What can I say? Is that he's barely played though this season. Yeah, I'm always awful season. Like with Christian Eriksen, I said this last year. Like Christian Eriksen, right, was meant to be a placeholder midfielder for us to actually buy somebody last summer, meaning for this season, right, to actually improve us on, right. But somehow that's not freaking happened. We've somehow again wasted the money and just spent it all on nonsense, dude. You get what I mean? Like Christian Eriksen was a good signing on a free from Brentford. Last year played really well for us. Like the midfield, right, of Eriksen, Casemiro, and Bruno was so balanced for us, right? But again, it's just due to the age, man. His legs have gone. On the ball is absolutely brilliant, but just defensively, like if it's a team that's very physical, if it's a team, right, that's got legs. If you said it like it's an Arsenal with like Declan Rice, Partey, and Odegaard in midfield, bro, he always gets overrun through, bro. So for me, like once again, he was a placeholder midfielder for us, right? For last season, just for us to have a little bit of quality in there, so who knows what they're doing with the ball, with Premier League experience, right? And then last summer for this season, we should have actually brought in somebody who's again like a Tonali, but Tonali is freaking out here. He's betting the house. Guys in Vegas, bro, bet the house, bro, doing all that, fam. That's what Tonali is doing right now, right? But we should have brought in somebody else, like a really good number 8, fam, to actually help out in our midfield. Rafa Varane, good season. The Rolls Royce, I can't talk. The Wraith, the Phantom, man, the Ghost. You get what I mean? Like this guy, dude. Honestly, like clean, dude. Like yes, he's leaving us this season, but yeah, Varane for me, every time he's playing for us, he's always played well. I love this guy, dude. I genuinely do. Like we've missed him like at centre back, dude. Like of course he is injury prone, right? But whenever he's playing, the guy's always balling out for us. So for me, Rafa Varane has had a decent season. Right, final player, and I know there's Omari Forson as well that and Ethan Wheatley, but it's not enough for me to quantify them. But anyway, final player, Harry Maguire. There you go. Good season. Good season for Harry Maguire. Once again, I'm not his biggest fan. I'm gonna lie to you guys. I'm not his biggest fan, right? But this season, like Harry Maguire has helped us out a lot, bro. He's actually played really well this season. I give him credit to where credit's due, fam. There was a time, right, where Harry Maguire got injured. And I was like, no, Harry Maguire's injured, fam. And I paused and thought to myself, I was like, you're actually like worried that Harry Maguire's injured, bro. That means that's how good he's been playing for us, bro. You get what I mean? Once again, like he was so close to be on the chopping board. Last summer transfer last year, almost went to West Ham, but things fell through. And yeah, he's actually been a really important player for us this season. So shout out to man like Sir Harold, fam. Man like Hazard Maguire. But guys, that's been the tier list, bro. So we'll start from the bottom going up. So in the straight doo-doo tier list, fam, there's only 3 players in this, and that's Mason Mount, Anthony Martial, and Anthony, bro. I don't think these guys have been anything good for us. Not contributed anything for us to be. Yeah, missing Mount scored, but it's just that one goal, right? All full season again. That's Luke Shaw, Rashford, Lindelof, Tara Malacia, Casemiro, and Christian Eriksen. Decent season. Bruno Fernandes, Sofian Amrabat, Onana, Tom Wheatley, bro. Tom Heaton, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Sandro Martinez, Arte India. Good season. Scott McTominay, Johnny Evans, Amad Diallo, Rasmus Højlund, Rafa Varane, Harry Maguire. Like I like how the two guys had a good season, right? The two guys we almost sold to West Ham, bro. It's crazy. Right, fam. The typical United fan. We're such a comedy club right now. Right. And then for the bold up, of course, tier, right? It's just only three guys. That's Dallo, Garnacho, and Kobe Mainu, guys. But yeah, if you've got any thoughts, comments, concerns, guys, you know what to do. Coming down as the usual. All fam, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. And if you're watching on the VOD, thank you so much. Yeah, if you got your own tier list, please comment down below. Yeah, I'm not wrong about some players. If you think that Bruno Fernandes had a good season and not a decent season, please say it like in the comments down below. But yeah, again, just regarding Omari Forson and Wheatley, for me, it's just it's not enough to quantify them. If I had to say on Force, I would have put him like in a decent season, maybe. But those are only two players that I genuinely missed out, fam. But yeah, man, I've been interested in doing a ranking tier list, bro, for every Manchester United player for the 2023-2024 season. I'm signing out, guys. Keep it real. Peace. I'll see you later, guys. Thank you.